to share. Hey everyone, so today I wanted to share with you what I like to buy at Trader Joe's. There's a lot of delicious food they have that is very vegan friendly and plant-based. So I just want to share with you why I get it and what I get. If you're ever wondering, if you want to try during this time of quarantine to eat a little bit healthier and not gain as much weight, this is a great video for that because I'll go over some of my favorite things. Anyways, of course, we have bananas, oranges, apples. Those are always good. Then we have quinoa. I have my grains over here. I have Ezekiel bread. We love whole grains. We stay away from anything that has any kind of processed flour, not processed, sorry, bleached or anything other than 100% whole grain. So I love buying these whole wheat pasta from Trader Joe's. It's delicious. I put it in soups. We buy this whole wheat pita bread. I make pizza out of it. I just put some marinara sauce on it and then a bunch of arugula, which I have here. And then I cut up some of my favorite sausages, which are tofurkeys. They taste great, like pepperoni on top. And then I do put some cheese on top of my pizzas when I make it. So I buy this cheese. By the way, you will hear me say this so many times. I am like addicted to this stuff. It is so healthy. It only has like vegetables in its ingredients and it is just so delicious. It melts like cheese. So I put it on cheese pizzas. I put it on top of or inside my grilled cheese sandwiches, and it's so good. It melts very good, and it would taste. I tried putting it into pasta, and it tasted great for macaroni and cheese. So this is a great replacement, and it is so delicious. It satisfies my cheese craving all the time. I have some whole wheat tortilla wraps for any sandwiches or quesadillas. I also use the cheese for that. I have some cucumbers, of course, all the veggies, the greens, the carrots and celery. I love to put it in soups, so that's always great to have. We try and eat a lot of mushrooms. Mushrooms help improve the immune system. There's actually a lot of studies showing that, so if you didn't know that, eat mushrooms. We love portobello mushrooms. I like to put like, it's kind of like a soy sauce or there's a lot of different delicious sauces that are like soyaki from Trader Joe's. I grill it on the stove with that kind of sauce in it, and it tastes great in like a sandwich after that. So there's like a lot of recipes online for vegan portobello steaks, so steaks, but they are so delicious. Anyways, it tastes really good when you put it in that sauce. And then of course more mushrooms, different kinds. I put this in soups. I like to buy already the cut up ones. When we go to Costco, I buy the bigger packages because I use mushrooms at least once a day. So we go through mushrooms pretty quick, and it, like I said, it helps support your immune system. So great to have right now. Also, baby spinach is super delicious in smoothies. Arugula, I love putting this into any sandwiches. I'm just like arugula fan. I love it. I crave it. I can eat a bowl of it just like that, like a salad. But also it tastes delicious when I make my pizza on the pita bread as the crust. There's so many uses for arugula. And then kale, I love cooking with kale. It's a bit more tough to eat, so I like to either put it in smoothies sometimes, or I'll put it in a soup, or just do a stir fry with it inside. It's a cruciferous vegetable, so it is also very good for the immune system. Some to-go foods, we love to buy these rainbow wraps. I put them in the freezer. I buy extras and these super burritos as well. They're so good. These are so satisfying. They're a bit spicy, so for kids it might not work as well, but I love to eat them with a lot of hummus and avocados on top. It is so good. But these super burritos are just so delicious. They're made with quinoa and a bunch of other delicious vegetables. And then the rainbow wraps are just really good. They're super delicious. They have beets in them and a bunch of delicious vegetables, as you can see. So if you've never tried it, I would highly suggest it. I put them in the freezer and then we warm it up in the microwave after whenever we need to go food, and it is always delicious even when it's warmed up. And even though like the spinach gets like a little soft, but it's really good. So if you don't want to put it in the freezer, you can just buy enough to eat, but we put it in the freezer and it goes a long way. I also buy this tofu. I love doing tofu scramble with this, or tofu is used in so many different, there's so many different recipes to use tofu. So this tofu specifically I bought to make tofu scramble. I already have a video on YouTube. If you ever want to check it out, go ahead. It's a tofu scramble, how to make that. It's so easy. This is tempeh. I love tempeh. It's quite delicious in stir fries. I just chop it up with a bunch of vegetables and pour some kind of soyaki sauce on it, or soy sauce, or whatever you have. Stir fry sauce is probably the best, but yeah, and I just cook it all up with the vegetables, and it tastes really good in there. It's very filling. So, you know, people think like, how are you vegan? Like, aren't you always hungry? No, you're not, because you're always filling yourself with either beans, mushrooms, soybeans. You know, soy is also a bean, so it's very nutritious. It has a lot of protein in it as well, if that's what you're worried about. But it's very filling. These sausages, I love to use them for either hot dogs or like pepperoni on top of pizza, or yeah, just to snack on sometimes with my salad. Yeah, of course, organic ketchup is really a good deal in Trader Joe's. This is my favorite ice cream, you guys, and it's so cheap, but it's a cherry chocolate chip flavor, and when I first saw it, I thought it was gonna be really gross, but honestly, I really, really love it. If you've never tried it, I highly suggest it. It's more of like a treat, like once in a while, like when I cheat, so obviously it has a lot of sugar in it, so don't be like stuffing yourself with it, but it's not very healthy, but it is a lot more healthier than the dairy products that you buy, so yeah, I highly recommend that you try it. If you ever have the ice cream craving or desires, then that is a great way to satisfy them and calm yourself down. Plant-based burgers, these are so delicious, you guys. Beyond Meat, whatever kind of plant-based burgers you find, but we usually get the ones from Costco, and they're Beyond Meat, and it tastes delicious, but these are also really good. So I stock up on these as well, and I freeze them, and then I just throw them on the skillet whenever we want a hamburger, and it is so good. It tastes like real meat. So this is, if you ever have like the craving for a hamburger, it literally tastes like a hamburger, and it's made out of plants, so it's really good. These meatless meatballs are great for kids, or any kind of like spaghetti nights or anything like that. They're really good, super delicious. I highly recommend them. The ingredients aren't too bad. Falafel balls, if you don't know what falafel balls are, they are like a Mediterranean kind of kakleta, in Russian we would call that. It's just made out of beans and greens, and it tastes really good. It's really delicious, actually. It's made out of chickpeas or garbanzo beans. That's the same thing. Anyways, blueberries, of course. We got the blueberries, avocados. They always are on the go here. Blueberries, super healthy to eat right now. Just saying. Some kind of more treats I got for myself because I was so hungry when I went. Pistachios are good if you have trouble sleeping at night. They help just reproduce melatonin in a healthy amount. So that's good to eat if you have trouble sleeping. Peanuts and dates, peanut date bars. There's like 3 ingredients in here. Super delicious, or a bit more than 3 ingredients. Oops, there we go. So these are really good. They're on my to-go kind of food, or whenever I'm craving something really sweet. I also like these dark chocolate batons, raspberry flavor. They're super good to satisfy my cravings. 72% dark chocolate. These are great. They're super healthy. So I would suggest that you, instead of buying like milk chocolates and I don't know, good healthy chocolate to buy is 70% or higher. So 72%, it's approved. Anyways, organic dark chocolate as well. See, 73%. It has almonds in it. Trader Joe's has a lot of vegan kind of chocolates that are great. We love to snack on seaweed snacks at night when we're craving something salty. I know they might be a bit more expensive, but hey, invest into your health. You will never regret it. And seaweed is good. It has iodine in it, and women, it's good for women, especially for their thyroid. So iodine, natural iodine in here will definitely be something good for women. I love just drinking this. I love the rosemary and the mint and the sage and the green tea flavor in here. So this is my favorite kombucha. Just I decided to spoil myself today. So you guys already saw I have this cashew fiesta dip. I also, which is my cheese. I replace this for anything that needs cheese in it, any recipe that needs cheese in it. I replace it with this, and it melts, and it's great. I know it says a dip, but I literally use it on top of hamburgers. I just spread it. I mean, cheese is supposed to melt, and that's, we like it to be melted on things, so why not just melt a dip on there? And it tastes good and it's amazing. It has cashews in it. It has a bunch of vegetables in it and no harmful chemicals or anything if you're worried about that. So super good, super delicious and healthy. Chunky spicy guacamole is definitely something that we love to have. I even freeze it all the time. So I bought a few extra packages of this, and I'm just going to place it in the freezer. And whenever we run out, I'm just going to take it out of the freezer. It's a great way to stock up, especially right now when you don't want to go to the store as often, just because there's so many lines and everything. So hey, I hope this video was helpful. This is my Trader Joe's shopping day. So yeah, thanks for joining me, and I hope it was helpful. I hope you got some ideas of what you can make at home, what you can use, and yeah, anyways, many blessings to you. God bless you and your homes, and may your health always flourish.